In this video, I like to clarify the sometimes misunderstood differences between our SAM setup feature and the traditional setup feature. The traditional is really known to everybody, and it has been done through setup sheets for decades. However, the SAM setup method is, especially when you set up for small jobs and short production runs, very advantageous. In many cases, you have to take out many tools which are already in the machine just to reinstall them into a different position because your setup sheet tells you to. So let's go to job control to show you some of the differences. We go into machine number 2, and so I click on machine number 2, and our job setup sheet comes up. I will be selecting a new job. Select it from the job selection folder by clicking here. And in our case, we want to run 5 pieces of AM 1375. So I click on it and I select this job. I said I wanted to run 5 pieces in aluminum. I click 5 and select. This page now shows us that we have 5 subprograms which are listed now in the machining order. And we're going to start, needless to say, with the first subprogram. So we have 5 off. So I select subprogram number 1 and go next. Toolbar will do the work offset as well. So I will put in my height of my piece, which I have now 5 inches is my workpiece height, and I go next. Here I have on the left hand side my tool changer, and on the right hand side I have my tool transfer tray. So meaning that these tools have to be installed for the subprogram. On the left hand side I have my tool changer and what is in currently. The green ones are already in for this job, and it can stay this way. So in the traditional setup, the tools have to go always in the same positions. In the SAM setup, however, it doesn't really matter. The tool is already in. We're going to install all these other tools automatically. They will be installed as of a sequence where the tool changer has the shortest runs for the tool change. So to show you the difference, we will, in this case, install 9 new tools, have 2 empty pockets, and we do have 2 tools which are already in the machine. So, but if I go and have a look at the program, let me go back, and I can look at the master code here, and it will show me now tool number 63 in the traditional setup would be in pocket number 1. Let me return to this program, and with the traditional is off, we had 5 inches of height. Here, this tool number 63 is in pocket number 2. So actually in the traditional it had to come out just to be installed into pocket number 1. But in the SAM setup it can stay. So now we just do the auto setup. It installed all the tools. And it installed, as I said, in an order so that the tool changer has to go the shortest distance for a tool change. Now we go next, and here it uploads our offsets. We're sending this file to the machine, which we then run on the machine. It gives you here the material offset, and each one here for the tool offsets. The tool changer will run and bring you out the respective tool, and it gives you here the instruction. For instance, here you have remove tool number 21 from the spindle, and you have to install tool number 258 into the spindle. You press cycle start, and here is the offset. So we're sending this file. We export it. Now our master code. Our master code, as you can see here, calls for tool number 63 into pocket number 1 in the traditional. However, we are not in a tradition, we are in the SAM, and it writes it for pocket number 2 because that is where it is already. So we're sending this program to the machine, and we're going to export it when our timer is running and our setup is complete. In this example, however, there were only 2 tools which were already in the machine, so we saved actually two tools that had to be reset up. In many cases, however, there are many more tools. For instance, half of the tools, or even more, could be already in the machine, but not in the correct position. So the SAM setup will save you a tremendous amount of time for small small job runs. This is how easy it is, and I hope it is now clarified, because the difference between the two is often misunderstood.